Welcome to my channel. I'm Cheryl Janeen. Now, if you've been showing up on social media, you're being consistent, you're posting your heart out, giving value, but your email list still looks like it's dry or it's skip leg day at the gym, I'm going to break down how to turn social media into a magnet for email subscribers that actually convert, not the ones that just pass by, double tap, and they disappear. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know social media is not my favorite place, but I have used every platform just about to build my email list, even Clubhouse when that was popping. So I pretty much know how to do this. We're going to talk about it from an energetic alignment and strategic positioning standpoint. And this is so that you're not attracting random people, but you're attracting people who are ready to buy and actually work with you. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see entrepreneurs making is they're building audiences and not a buyer pool. And not everybody that follows you deserves a front row seat to your business. Because a lot of times people will get on your email list and they'll sit there because they're freebie seekers. They're not paying players. Okay? And what happens is they sit there for a while. They might drop off at some point or you can remove them, but they're not doing anything but taking up space. So when you build a curated room of the right people, you're actually building community, and it's a community filled with aligned humans. That's what you actually want. You want people that are going to buy. Even if they don't buy right away, they're going to buy at some point. But the whole point of this is that you use social media to drive them to your email list, but you have to be strategic about it and you have to target the right people in order to get them into your world. So you have to shift your content from look at me to this is who I can transform. So once you put yourself in that identity shift, that's going to help you attract those right people. So people don't join your email list for more of the same content. And what you're posting now should be an energetic breadcrumb that leads them there. So you might do reels, you might do YouTube shorts or TikToks, whatever the case is. But that should be just teaser content. It's just bite-sized content or micro content, as they say. And that's going to lead them to something bigger. Because when they join your email list, they know they're going to get education. They know they're going to get transformation. They know they're going to get more from you in a longer form because they may want to work with you one day, right? This is why they join. Because maybe you put something out there that really resonated with them on an energetic level, on an emotional level. I always talk about emotional connection because that's how you should be doing your marketing anyway. But this is going to lead them to the next step with you. This is where the customer journey starts. Okay, it doesn't start once they get on the email list. It starts with your content. And this is why your content needs to lead them to the right place. It needs to lead them to the next step with you. So when you're putting out your content, you're not giving everything away. You're not teaching them the whole method. You're giving them just enough to say, I want the next layer. I want to go deeper. Okay, so think of your email list as the full movie, but your content or your feed as the trailer. Okay, so here's where we get really honest. If people are not getting on your email list, there are 3 energetic leaks that are happening. There might be more, but I'm going to give you 3. So the first one is you're not clear about the transformation that you offer. If you're not clear about this transformation yourself, then your audience is not going to be clear either. So the first thing is you have to get clear on what it is that you're offering. And it has to come through in your messaging. And people are not going to join a list or community if they don't understand how it's going to help them become more of who they want to be. The second thing is you're hiding behind value. So you're posting tips, steps, different strategies, but you're not posting about identity shifting, which is going to help move people. Okay, you have to post content that actually moves people to take an action. The third thing is you have an activated desire. When people feel seen, supported, like you actually know them emotionally, energetically, on those types of levels. When people feel understood, they subscribe with intention and not impulse. Okay, so let's blend some soul with the strategy. The first thing is you want to lead with a transformation and not a freebie. Okay, so instead of saying download my checklist, Try saying something like, are you ready to stop playing small and step into your next level? Join my email list and get the roadmap. I want you to see the difference, okay? Because people convert when they feel the shift that you're offering. The second thing you want to do is you want to share why this matters, not what this is. So you're not selling them on getting on the list. You're selling them on what getting on the list will open for them. So instead of saying something like, join my list to get weekly tips for your business, you want to say something like, join my list if you're done with overthinking and you want to build a business that feels like truth and not pressure. You see the difference there? And the third thing is frequent call to action and emotional timing. Most people don't remind their audience enough. You need to invite people consistently in the content that's already creating an emotional shift. So in the description, I'm going to list the best posts that you can use to build your list. Now, email has been known to convert more than social media. Social media is where desire is activated. Email is where desire becomes a decision. I honestly feel like it depends on your niche, because you have TikTok, and TikTok is a platform that is designed to convert quickly. You have TikTok Shop. You have people on there who have certain pages where they're promoting products or they're going live and selling like that. But TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and what's the other one? Facebook. Like, these are all different places, different platforms. They do different things and they perform differently. Okay, so we're talking about social media in general. I feel like it really just depends on your niche. The great thing about email, what I can say, is that you don't have to deal with algorithms. There are no distractions. There's no noise, and there's not a lot going on, which is why I like emails so much. But obviously you have to use social media because you need the visibility and you need to activate people. You need to get them interested, okay, with your micro content. So email gives you more intimacy, more attention, more permission, okay? It's really a much more intimate experience because you're landing directly in their inbox. Okay, they don't have everything around that's distracting them. So they're getting your message and they want to be there. Okay, one thing I notice about some people is they don't want to market to their email list. So it's like, why do you have these people sitting there? You just want to send them stuff. You just want to educate them. You can do that all day long with your free content, and you can do that in your email, yes, but at some point you have to market to them because you're doing them a disservice if you're not promoting or selling something to the people that are sitting there. Mind you, people will sit there. People won't buy. I've been on email lists for 4 years before I bought anything, okay, because it was a timing thing for me, right? I needed to understand some things. I needed to learn some things first. But when the time was right, I picked up my credit card and I made the purchase, okay? So we have to understand that how social media works and how email works, two different things, but it all depends, like I said, on your niche. If you're an entrepreneur that's a coach or solopreneur, then yes, email is a great way to reach the people that you want to reach, to target them strategically, intentionally, and actually get them to buy. So you don't need more followers. You need aligned subscribers, people who trust you, they feel you, they resonate with your message on a soul level. Always remember, energy is the magnet, content is the portal, email is the transformation. All right, guys, this is it for this video. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I do more videos. I'll see you next time.